Hey guys, today we're doing reviews of these bags. We got the Alpaka Flight Totes in medium and large. Here at Nomads Nation, we've been reviewing the world's best travel and EDC gear for the last 8 years. And in this review, I'm gonna tear these bags apart. In this video, we're gonna pack the bags out, double check their advertised capacity. I'm gonna give you my brutally honest pros and cons and overall scores. And you're gonna wanna stick around to the end of the video, because if you're not quite sold that these are the totes for you, I'll make some alternative tote recommendations so you can find the best bag for your needs. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about the gist of the Alpaka Flight Totes. Alpaka is an Australian carry brand, and I don't know how they come out with so much new stuff. It's hard to keep up with, which is both a good thing and a bad thing because it means that they're exciting and they're innovating and moving very fast, but it doesn't mean that all their products are a hit, some are misses. As the name suggests, these totes are built for travel, but I think they're also awesome everyday carry totes. Let me run you through some of the top features. It's got a very nice shape to it with some big old tote handles. I like this, they went full tote. They said, we're not gonna be a fake tote. We're going real tote so you can actually carry it in handheld mode and how most people like to tote in shoulder mode. Luggage pass through on the opposite side. A quick access pocket on the top. Very cool, never seen that before. Access into the main compartment where you have a laptop sleeve and a bit more organization, including this guy, a water bottle holder. Alpaka claims the medium is 14.5 liters in capacity. Let's double check that. And you can see we're fully packed out in a way that allows us to zip the tote closed. Quick dimension check. We got a height of 13 inches, a width of 14 inches, and a fully packed out base depth of 8 inches. As you can see, we're just under 15 liters capacity. So I think 14.5, pretty accurate. Thank you. Now for the 20 liter, again, we have filled the main compartment to the tallest possible part where we can actually zip it closed. Height is around 15 inches, width pretty close, just over 15 and a half, around there. Depth of the bag, around 8 inches as well. And you can see here we're just over 15, maybe like 16, 17 liters, somewhere in that range. Remember with liters, guys, it's a little bit more of an art than it is a science. But I think we can confidently say that the 14.5 liters is around there, but the 20 liters is gonna come in slightly under its advertised capacity, which I think that was actually great for Alpaka. They've had a bit of a history, maybe even a reputation, you could say, of over-advertising their capacity. So I'm happy to see these two bags be a little bit more spot on. The medium is advertised at 1.3 pounds, which we are verifying on scale number 1.3 on the dot. The large is advertised at 1.5 pounds, which again, verified for us, we're getting 1.4. As of recording, the bags come in 2 color options. These are the bags when they're empty. Here you can see the 14.5 liter fully packed out on me, and here you can see the 20 liter fully packed out on the Nomads Nation team. I'm 5'8", and Jason Bagmoa is 6'2". And don't worry, we're gonna pack out both bags throughout the entire review so you can see exactly what they fit. All Alpaka products are protected by their lifetime warranty against manufacturing defects. And for all that, the medium runs 90 USD and the large runs 100 USD. Now here's the deal. That price point, not too bad. Actually, I think it's pretty good. But throughout this entire review, we're gonna kinda use that price point as our metric to gauge the overall value of these bags. But it should be noted, if you think these bags are super valuable and you're thinking about picking one up or you want to find out more information, we do request doing so with the first link in the description below. 2 reasons why. First up, that link makes sure that you get the best price. Secondly, we oftentimes have discount codes, especially with Alpaka. So if you want to find and use our discount codes, that's where you go. Okay, let's talk about the outside of the Alpaka Flight Satchel. We're going to use the 14 liter for the outside, starting with the fabric, which I am in absolute freaking love with. Should be noted, there seems to be some clear inspiration with this fabric from Bellroy's Bida Ripstop Nylon, which was originally debuted on their Venture series. And Alpaka does 2 things. Talk about their reputation. Reputation number 1, they make their own materials in-house, whether it's hardware or fabrics. This is their new variation of their Axoflux, their in-house made fabric. And that's just incredible because so few bag companies can actually make their own fabrics, which gives Alpaka such an advantage over others. But another thing that Alpaka has a bit of a reputation for is knocking off other brands. I swear this is, strikingly similar to the Bellroy Bida Ripstop that we saw years ago. That'll bother some people, won't bother others. For me though, I just gotta say, it's an incredible fabric. It gives the tote some malleability. The ripstop will give it additional abrasion resistance. It looks great in green, and it's a 400D, which means it's not too heavy. You're also gonna get a little bit of weather resistance on this tote as well. Overall, if you didn't get the message, it should be pretty clear. Like, this fabric is just, it's incredible. I just love the texture. It feels amazing. Alpaka's branding, Hypalon tab right there, very subtle. On the back side, we have our luggage pass-through holder, which is one of the most important aspects of this tote, because not all totes have luggage pass-throughs. I will say though, it's becoming more of a thing. It's becoming more and more increasingly common for tote bags to have a luggage pass-through, which is great because I think totes make incredible personal items. They just fit so well underneath the seat in front of you. I wouldn't ever bring it via travel without a suitcase to sit it on, because then you gotta do this, and there's a lot of stuff in the tote, it's just not as comfortable as a backpack would be. But if you know you're not gonna have to check your suitcase, AKA you're not flying in Asia, I'm in Hong Kong, right? So every time I fly with a suitcase, it's over the weight and I gotta check it, which is so annoying. But you can see the luggage pass-through, well designed. You got some space under here. We got plenty of stitching, double stitched underneath with some bar tack stitching. It feels very strong, and we'll double check actually how easily it fits onto the suitcase when the bag is fully packed out. Let's talk about the star of the show, in my opinion, which are these handles. I've reviewed, I don't know, probably 50 totes on this channel. Let me tell you, a lot of brands get these wrong. And it seems so dumb. Like, why would you get the handles wrong? It's like literally the entire experience of the tote. It's how you interact with it, whether you're in hand mode or shoulder mode. But it's not a guarantee that the brand's gonna do a good job with them. But I think Alpaka did an absolutely an excellent job with these. And it's because of just the overall design and the materials being used. First of all, it's sort of like computer stitching where you have these different layers. It just feels really nice in the hand along with the actual material. Sort of like a spandexy, smooth, silky kind of a feel. And with all these lines, there's some padding in there. Not a ton, but enough where there's a little bit of bounce, a little bit of cush going on. I probably could have personally used maybe just a millimeter more, but overall it just makes for a great carrying experience. And because of this design, it allows you to go into shoulder mode effortlessly. Because a lot of totes, they want you to have a better handheld mode, because I will admit these are long, so handheld mode is a little bit more like, what are we doing here? But I think that most people are carrying their totes like these for the majority of time. This design allows that. The stitching is great. We've got some more bar tack stitching, 2 on each side there, plus a double stitch here. You got an external lash point on one of these as well. Overall, out of all the features on this tote, these handles are probably my favorite. Moving on, let's talk about the inside of the Alpaka Flight Tote. Guys, this is totes cool. We have a quick access pocket on the top here. Haven't seen this on a tote before, at least not executed quite in this way, where it's actually kind of technically in the main compartment. It is, but it also ain't. This just helps to give a nice clean exterior for the tote, while still giving you somewhere that you can access rapidly fast. This pocket runs right around to the middle of the luggage pass-through sleeve, and because of its intended use case, it's a great spot for your phone, wallet, but also your passport and or boarding pass. Slide them all in. You can see there's a bit of volume in there, and easy to close with the YKK zippers, which I appreciate very much so. And I also love Alpaka's zipper pulls. There's these little knots. I know they're not gonna be for everyone, but they just are a joy to use and are also very easy to replace. Now, if you're toting with this bag on a flight, your pack out might look something like this. Tech pouch or two, water bottle, and a laptop. This 14-inch will, apparently, fit in the sleeve. You can see we're definitely getting it in there. One thing that always sucks about tote's main opening is it's a little tight. Just this area just kind of squeezes. You try to open it more this way and then it closes that way. And it's just, access can be annoying. So it's just one thing to keep in mind with totes in general. It's never as convenient as a backpack, especially like a top loader or a backpack that has its own independent laptop compartment like in the back of the bag. Backpacks are just so much better, guys. But for a tote, this gives you some decent organization. You can see also my 24-ounce Columbia water bottle fits in the water bottle slot. These 2 lining pockets could be good for smaller bits of gear as well. And you can see we can fit our 2 tech pouches, zip it up, and that's about it, guys. That's about 14 liters, 2 tech pouches, a water bottle, and a laptop. Can't argue with that. Let's check it then with the 20 liter, which remember is a little bit closer to 17 liters in capacity based on our testing. So you can see this is a 16-inch MacBook Pro cutout, and we can get that in there. So significantly larger laptop, good to go. The water bottle holder is around the same size though, so the 24-ounce Columbia, probably as big as it's gonna get. And then when we put the 2 tech pouches in there, you can see we're actually able to line these up, side by side, and you've got actually a bit more space on the top, which for me is a good spot for the hoodie potentially. But let's be honest, for most of us, 2 tech pouches probably overkill. You'll probably just have your one, plus your jacket and or hoodie, plus your water bottle, laptop and or tablet. Zip it up, and you are absolutely flight ready. And now let's tie it all together and actually test it with the suitcase. I got my air carry-on right here, doing the 20-liter flight tote. Absolutely perfect. I mean, this tote was made for sliding over a luggage handle. That was so easy. It's still tight and secure while giving you the looseness to kind of easily take it off and to put it back on. The handles themselves, they're a little weird. They kind of stay upright, but they also don't, so they flop a little bit. I think it's a small price to pay. I think that some of us may have wanted maybe some small top handles, so you just easily grab it there as opposed to having to do this thing every single time. But more or less, I think it's a great tote and definitely nails the design brief. And then in case you're wondering, but wait, does it work as a personal item in the US? Let's check. 20 liter, absolutely. This is again, you know, I'm on team backpack, right? But if you want to go into team tote, this is why. I mean, a 20 liter backpack, you got shoulder straps and dangle and all this, and it can be hard to get a 20 liter backpack into here. But you see this 20 liter tote, dude, you're good to go. Plenty of extra space. So what you're lacking in comfort, I think that you can make up for in just seamlessness of experience. So definitely a great personal item. The 20 liter, 14 liter, same thing. And if you're thinking to yourself, wow, these guys are thorough. Capacity tests, weight tests, carry-on compliance tests. Well, I gotta then say, you might be new to Nomad's Nation, where yes, we do things the thorough way here. And the reason is we're just obsessed with EDC, travel, and carry. And if you're watching this review, you might be as well, or maybe you're just getting into this world. If that's the case, I wanna welcome you again, but also let you know that here at NN, we don't just do reviews on our YouTube channel, but we also have the Nomad's Nation newsletter. And in that newsletter, I take this whole gear thing to the next level. Bring into your inbox a few times a month the biggest occurrences of what's happening in this industry, from the newest drops, limited edition releases, industry trends, and everything in between. So if you want to keep your finger on the pulse of what's happening in this incredible industry, you should join 11,000 other nomads and carry enthusiasts and gearheads and bag nerds. There's a lot of us, you know, but we all like to nerd out. And if you want to nerd out with us, you can do so at the Nomad's Nation newsletter, which you can sign up for by finding this globe emoji right down there in the description. Hope to see you in your inbox. Let's talk about the overall pros and cons of the Alpaka Flight Tote. Pro number 1 for me has to be the simple, minimalist user experience. Pro number 2 is I absolutely love this AxoFlux material. But pro number 3 for me just has to be these handles. They just hit it. I can't even get the words out. That's how much I like these handles. They're soft, they're accessible, they're durable. Just check, check, check across the board. But having said that, all totes and bags in general have cons. Here are 3 of mine. Con number 1, I think at the price point, it's a little pricey. $100 for this tote, it's pretty simple. It's not egregious, but you know, it's a little pricey. Con number 2 is the lack of external pockets might be a deal breaker for some people. And con number 3 is while laptops do fit in these totes, I wouldn't say it gives the best tote laptop protection. Now let's see these overall pros and cons, mash them together, and give you my overall scores. Should be noted, these scores are personal, just based on my experience using the bag. Score number 1 for comfort, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. The handles are great. It allows multiple carrying positions. Like I said, it's kind of shocking, but not all totes do it this well. Next up, value, 3 out of 5. It's middle of the road. You're not getting incredible value with this tote. You're not getting terrible value. I think at $100, it's just right around and maybe slightly over where you want it to be. And for my overall score, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. It's a focused tote, it's a simple tote. If you're still here though, that's probably what you're looking for, and Alpaka just did a really great job with it. And just a reminder, if you're thinking about picking one of these bags up, we do recommend doing so with the first link in the description. Remember that link, make sure you get the best price, and if we have any discount codes, which we basically always do with Alpaka, that's where you'll find them. But if you're not quite sold on this tote, let's talk alternatives. First up, if you are new to the Nomad's Nation YouTube channel, you should definitely check out our leaderboard rankings video. In this video, myself and the rest of the Nomad's Nation squad, bunch of gearheads, bunch of bag nerds, we all get together and we pick our favorite bags in different bag categories, totes included. It's just a great way to see what the best options are on the market, and I've gone ahead and linked that above. But if we're pretty close with this tote, here are 2 options that might get you a little bit closer. First up is going to be the Orbitkey Daily Tote. This is a great pick for you if you're looking for a tote that can do well on a flight or in your EDC, but you want more organization and just features. That's what Orbitkey does best. They're kind of like very focused on efficiency and optimization. They're a really cool company, and it's a really cool tote. And my second alternative recommendation is going to be the Black Ember WPT. WPT stands for waterproof tote, and it's not gonna be 100% waterproof. You don't wanna throw your tote into a river, but the weather resistance is going to be extremely impressive, much better than this. You see this tote? there's a pool here. And if it rains, you're gonna have a bad time. This is going to leak through. It's not a tote that's focused on weather resistance, unlike the Black Amber version, which totally is. It's so much more expensive and so much more premium and just very different. And honestly, it's an amazing tote. Honestly, so is this. So is the Orbitkey. There's a lot of great totes in the market, guys. And if you wanna learn more about the two alternatives, you can do so by watching these videos right here. If you got any questions about any bags, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you guys next time.